How you doing, everyone? And welcome to the Isaac Hayes Show. If you can, please hit that subscribe button or the follow button, depending on the platform you are listening on. I know a couple of platforms they do it different. One does follow, one does subscribe. Whatever one floats your boat, go ahead and hit that button. It helps out more. Remember on Saturday mornings, 8 Central Standard Time on Rumble and on TikTok, we go ahead and do a live stream. We're working on trying to get more platforms to do this live stream. So go ahead and follow me on those platforms and watch the live stream on Saturdays. This is our week recap of all the news stories that we've covered throughout the week, trying to do something different with YouTube and with short videos. We're gonna see what happens, but to start it off, Vice President Kamala Harris over the weekend is desperately trying to revive the idea of having another debate with Donald Trump. Harris' campaign said in a statement that the American people deserve another opportunity to watch the two debate. It would be unprecedented in modern history for there just to be one general debate. The campaign said Vice President Harris is ready for another opportunity to share the stage with Donald Trump, and she has accepted CNN's invitation to debate on October 23rd, just a few weeks before the election, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Donald Trump has nothing to do with it. Donald Trump said in North Carolina on Saturday, it is too late to do another, especially after she rejected additional debates offers from Trump in the past. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. First off, let's go ahead and give you some content of what happened in early September. There was a debate on, I believe, September 10th, and Donald Trump and Kamala Harris squared off. This was not a good performance for both candidates. If you listen to the pundits, Kamala Harris won the debate. Kamala Harris went ahead and won the debate. She did a job, but her bar for standards were so low that whatever she did, in my personal opinion, she went ahead and won that debate because she looked better. She looked like she could stand on the stage, and that was the outcome people were looking at. They wanted to see how she would fare against Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, the bar was set high, and he did not achieve it. Kamala did not answer any questions on the debate stage, maybe answered 2 of them, told about 25 lies, according to Mark Levin. Donald Trump's failures in the debate, he did not hit the moments that were given to him. The first question just comes to mind, where the question by the moderators were asked to Kamala Harris, hey, are you Americans better off now than they were 4 years ago? And Donald Trump could have just hammered in that debate. And a lot of the pundits right after yours truly said, look, if it came down to who won the debate, I would have to say Kamala won the debate. At best, I could say was a draw. But if you start looking at polling after that debate, now, another point, Kamala right after said, yes, let's have another debate. I want to beat him up again. And she went ahead and she was riding on cloud 9, and the media was puffing her up, and the media was trying to show that she did an awesome job. Again, this debate looked like 3-on-1. You had David Muir and the other lady, I can't think of her name at the moment. I think it's Lindsay Davis or something like that. Fact checked Donald Trump multiple times throughout the debate. And Kamala told no lies, like saying, hey, there is no American soldier in an active war zone. And that's where that TikTok video come out of. It's a soldier saying, hey, where are we located? We are in a combat zone. So she told some whoppers, and it looked like a 3-on-1. People started polling, and these focus groups started going out, and they started, even Frank Luntz was like, hey, this is the end of Trump. But when they started talking to people said Donald Trump gave better answers than Kamala Harris. People that was like, look, we want to watch the debate to learn what Kamala Harris stands for and what she does and how she's going to fix the country. They didn't get no answers, and they still haven't got no answers. She was on Oprah Winfrey the other day, and I have the video. I was thinking about showing it, but you had a comparison. Donald Trump Trump got asked the question, hey, how do you lower costs down? And he's talking about energy, he's talking about food prices, and he's giving them a legitimate answer. And you have Kamala Harris sitting on the side, these two people that are probably going to vote for her, even with the bad answer she gave. How are you going to lower down the cost of living? And Kamala looked like she was shocked. Oh, Oprah, you allowed this? You allowed him to question me? You allowed him to go ahead and question my ability to lead this country? How dare you, Oprah? And she, of course, she goes, well, you know, you're middle class. We got to bring down the cost. She didn't give a straight answer. And if you compare both answers, Donald Trump did a better job. Donald Trump went ahead and answered the question that was given by the bystanders. Now, going with that, though, you know, after the debate, again, people, they didn't hear what they wanted to hear from Kamala Harris. They still want to know who Kamala Harris is. Remember, just a short 60-some days ago, she was named the nominee, or she was the presumptive nominee of the Democrat Party without getting one primary vote. She didn't get a primary vote in 2020 when she ran. She didn't get one this time. If I'm not mistaken, she's one of the only. She might be the only candidate that got the nominee without even a single vote, not a primary vote. And people are like, look, she's the vice president of the last 4 years. She was the vice president for the last 4 years, and people still don't know her policy stance. They know she's a flip-flop because she was against fracking. She was against all kind of other stuff. And now she's for it, apparently. Even John Fetherman from Pennsylvania, he even flip-flopped, and people are asking about him. Now, he's not up for re-election, but he's campaigning for Kamala Harris in the great state of Pennsylvania so they can win the election. But again, after I'm chasing rabbits, I apologize. She went ahead and after that debate, riding on cloud nine, that the media was telling her, hey, you did a good job, Kamala. Great job. You won that debate. You crushed Donald Trump with him talking about cats and dogs and people eating them. But when you start looking at the focus groups and you start talking to people, they're like, we didn't know what Kamala said. And guess what? States are still 50-50. My good friends at Kelby and Joe show went ahead and brought this out on one of their TikToks, that the polls are still tight. She's winning maybe 1, 2, 3. Trump's winning 1, 2, 3 in the margin of error. This race is tight. Now all of us, and on that point, a lot of people said they thought Donald Trump won. People that don't follow politics like yours truly and Kelby and Joe and the two Mikes and Kelly, we follow all this and we're like, we saw this. But people thought, hey, Trump won. They thought Trump gave better answers. They thought Trump. Now, all of a sudden, again, I believe in a sign of desperation that she wants to go ahead and have another debate. And I'm not the only one that thinks like this. Fox News host Laura Ingraham posted on X, the fact that Kamala's team is pushing for a new debate is a sign of weakness, not strength. They obviously don't think they have the Electoral College. Because remember, everybody, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, all these news networks are showing the polls that she is winning the national polls. But the problem with it is we don't have a national election. We have state elections that all convene on the same day to vote for the president, and it's the popular vote of the state. So if she and then you send your electorate to Washington, who is your congressman and your senators, and they go ahead and they do the election clarification. They do the election cycle, doing the votes and counting the electoral college votes, and that's how it works. And now Kamala's, we need another debate. And look, if you're listening to this and you're a Kamala Harris supporter, please listen to me. Why didn't she accept the two debates that Donald Trump offered her, or other two networks? Let's go back to the top of this Daily Wire article. Donald Trump said it the best way. He said she done one debate, I've done two. He done two with them. People know where Donald Trump stands. There's not one person that I can go around saying, hey, how does Donald Trump believe? And you're either going to give me a left or a right answer. What I mean by that, a left wing answer and a right wing answer, and they're probably they're going to be the same. Whoever you talk to. Now, I'm not talking about the same as they both going to say the same thing. Is the left's going to call him a Nazi and all kind of other stuff, and the right's going to think, most people on the right's going to think he's the best thing since sliced bread. But you better give him policy. You know where Donald Trump stands. You know where Donald Trump thinks. So why would he do another debate? He also said the voting is cast. Look, there's early votes right now. Pennsylvania and other states are sending out their mail-in ballots, and they have until election day or a little after to get those votes in. So the voting is being done. And then he said, hey, she had a chance to do one with Fox. You know, Fox invited us on, and I waited, and they turned it down. But now she wants to debate right before election with CNN. Now, there's some people saying, well, why does look, this is what Don McLaden Latin said. Harris wants another CNN debate, so it would be a CNN, ABC, CNN with CBS hosting the VP debate. Why CNN twice but no Fox? Since when does one side get all the home games? This is correct. Now, look, Fox News is not your typical conservative news network no more. They're fair and balanced. That's how they call it. But they lean right, but they're not totally right. They're not the Daily Wire. They're not the Daily Caller. They're not Dan Bongino. They're not Tucker Carlson. So for them to have a debate, they would ask questions both sides equally, I believe. But she don't want to go to Fox News. She said, heck no on Fox News. Why? Because Fox News would ask her the question. And I wish I had that video. I need to go get it and put it up. Her face when them people asked her, hey, how are you going to bring the cost of living down? She did, like, oh my goodness, they asked that question. I'm going to have to go to my script. She knows CNN, ABC, and others are not going to do it. She even, if I'm not mistaken, she turned down an NBC. NBC, one of the people that are most left in the media. She turned it down, ladies and gentlemen. She turned it down because she feels she cannot answer a question. That's why she wants to go to CNN. If it's Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, will they do like ABC did? Because we have confessions now that ABC fact-checked Donald Trump because they didn't want what happened in the CNN debate, to let him ramble and to let him just say whatever he wants. That's what a debate is about, ladies and gentlemen. The moderator is there just to go ahead and ask the question and make sure they don't go over time. That's it. That is it. Well, Isaac, what if Donald Trump spread false information? Kamala did it and they didn't check. Look, if they would have fact-checked Kamala even a little bit, I could not stand here and say, hey, that they didn't do their job. They did their job according to ABC. They helped Kamala Harris. But it made the country say, hey, that was a 3-on-1 debate. That was an unfair debate. And now she wants another one. I honestly believe she wants another one because she wants another shot to say, look, I'm the person, and do a last ditch effort to say, hey, you need to vote for me and not vote for the big bad orange man here. And this is a sign of weakness. This is a sign of weakness. Again, why not Fox News? See, that's another question I briefly answered earlier. I don't think she has any answers. She does not have any answers. And I did a TikTok on this. You know, she's running like she's not the incumbent. She is. She's running like she's not the incumbent. And they're I seen an ad today on the Saints game, which was hard to watch. And look, my Saints are doing all right, but they didn't do the greatest against the Eagles. But I saw an ad on Fox 15 today with the Saints game, and her slogan is a new way forward. A new way forward for what? See, that was the debate. The debate was supposed to tell us what that new way forward was. But you're saying a new way forward. It's a new way forward from what? From the Biden administration disaster? Oh no, we can't do that. We can't say that because see, we're part of that. We're part of the administration. Oh, we're gonna talk about big bad army like Donald Trump's been president for the last 4 years and he hasn't. This is why she wants another debate to show people who she is. She should have been doing this from the jump. But this is the problem. She can't show who she is because It's what we're getting now. I'm not against fracking, and I made it clear in 2020 how I stood on that. Where a video's like, I'm gonna ban fracking. All of a sudden, she's flip-flopping on all this stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, it's making her look bad. That's why she wants another debate. She wants to try to humiliate Donald Trump. And look, Donald Trump's doing right. Donald Trump is not putting himself in the fire. And, you know, I don't think Donald Trump should do another debate. I hope he's not considering it. And if he does consider, he needs to say, look, no mics, no open mics, the same rules, and I'll do one if Fox News does it. Get on the fair playing ground. Get on the fair playing ground. And she's asking for CNN because she knows CNN is going to tiptoe around her answers, and it is not right. She's trying to fly under the radar with voters. And I said this on a podcast a while back. She is hoping she gets elected by the ignorance of American people. What do I mean by that? The people that are going vote because they're a Democrat. That's it. I saw a video early, and I don't know if this was a TV movie or what, but they had a little girl asking her grandmother, hey, who are you voting for? And she said, I ain't voting for nobody if there ain't a Democrat. And the little girl starts asking questions. She's like, well, look, there's this app out here to say who you align with more. And the things that the grandmother was saying that was good, the iPad or whatever she was playing with said, well, you say you're for Trump, and oh no, I'm a Democrat. No, you align more with Trump. There's a lot of Democrats like that. I'm gonna vote for Democrat because I'm a Democrat. I've been voting for Democrats since the Democrat Party started with Andrew Jackson. I'm just gonna vote for them. And they don't know that the policies that they like are being pushed by Trump. And this is why we need to, and I'm doing my part with this podcast, this is what we need to do to educate people to know what's going on. And look, her whole ad earlier was her talking, her whole speech, because that's all she gave in the debate was speeches. The whole speech or the whole ad was her on that debate stage answering a question. That was all for sound bites, and that was all for political ads. That's it. But this new way forward, what new way forward? The ways of the Republicans? Hey, that would be a new way forward for a Democrat to do. But she's not going to do that. She's going to push the same policies that she pushed while VP of the United States of America. And ladies and gentlemen, we need to expose what she believes. We need to expose her policies, and we need to show the people and the nation that this woman should not be president of the United States. She's not qualified to be president of the United States. And this is why she wants to show you how better she's trying to she's hoping she can manipulate Trump again into getting angry and show the people, see, he gets mad. He's not presidential. I agree with Laura Ingraham. This is a sign of weakness, and this is disturbing signs for the Democrats and the Kamala Harris team. With that being said, I want to thank you as always for watching the podcast and listening to the podcast. I thank you guys always again for supporting me. Remember to hit the share button, hit the like button, tell your friends, tell your family, email them, text them, point them to the website. Our website has all the links to the show's podcast platforms. Again, remember on Rumble at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, I do a live show where I answer questions and I do live streaming. Go ahead and follow me on Rumble to get the notifications. And if you're listening to Two Mics Live, tell them Isaac sent you over. Until next time, you be blessed, you be encouraged. You have a good one.